Hey guys, RoboT here, and back again with the second video of my Let's Play of Hollow Knight. I wanted to talk more about why I like this game, because before I just said I like Metroidvania games, and I like playing Metroid, Super Metroid to be exact. But I think I need to become more clear, and the thing I wanted to be more clear about is that this game, one of the reasons why I like this game is that it's a fun and like a game with heart, which most AAA games that you see now, like maybe Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, even Animal Crossing, all those games, when you play them, they're fun, yeah, but they're more content with just like, they're not really made with heart. Before in old games, I feel when old games came out, it had to be made with like passion, and like you had to make it feel as if you had to work really hard on it. You had to make sure that what you made was a fun game, and it wasn't a game that made you, it's hard to explain. Games like Breath of the Wild, where their DLC, I mean, my opinion is that the DLC, I don't know, if I didn't get to try the DLC, because I didn't buy it, but Breath of the Wild, I felt like its DLC wasn't, like what the public kind of wanted, and I understand that sometimes it's not okay to just have give the public what they want. Not all the time, because sometimes it's good to keep your game, of course. Yeah. But you gotta give a little bit of things to the fans. Because if you don't, then it's just gonna be a game made for you to enjoy. And the reason you're making the game public is because you want the people to enjoy it, not just yourself. So I like this game because it's the people. I hate you. No. The people who made this game, they were passionate about it. Like, they asked for a Kickstarter, and for a Kickstarter goal, they basically made like little goal points, where if you completed that part of the Kickstarter, they would add things to the game. And we'll come up to it later, probably way later in the series. We'll come to one of those points in the game. But since you've all already heard, probably from the Nintendo Direct and other things, about Hollow Knight Silk Song, the second game that's coming. That's gonna come out soon. Is that like, not only is it gonna be, before it was a game, it was supposed to be added DLC to the first game, where you could play as a Soon character that we're about to meet. But it was gonna be just a normal extra DLC that got paid, and that made sense. There she is. See, that person. It was just gonna be paid DLC. Nothing new. But instead of making it just a paid DLC and add-on to the first game, they made it into they're gonna make it into a complete full game with different mechanics, but the same art. And not only that, it's for the people who kickstarted the game, who helped these people out in the beginning. They're gonna give the people who helped them from the beginning, the Kickstarters, a free version of the game. And when I heard about that, I'm not a Kickstarter. I only heard of the only reason I found out about this game is when my dad just randomly told me, "Hey, I got this game. You should try it out." I'm like, "Okay." I tried it, and I loved it because it was just fun. And it's back to what I was talking about. They give back to the community that helped them from the very beginning. People who wanted to see this game become big, become like a game that they'd always love to go back to. So wait, I can't. That's all I really wanted to talk about, because that's enough. That's enough, like talking about like the creators of the game, I feel. But the reason this game felt so fun to me was that I always loved platformers, like Mario games, Metroid games. Those games were like those are like my favorite games. Oh yes, Matman.
Make him noise, good chin.
Yes. God dang it, I can't remember what I was gonna say. You gotta be kidding me. Oh god. But at first, when I first played this game, like the first time I played it, I played it since we didn't have like a Steam controller, and we didn't know that I could plug my PlayStation controller into a computer. I played it on keyboard, and that was probably one of the worst. That's one of the problems with this game, is that it's more based off of controller support, not keyboard. Like, you can try playing it on keyboard, but it is definitely not recommended. So if you've been like a PC gamer your entire life, then this with like no like console controllers or anything, then you know that it does cost a little bit more. Just to warn you. That's weird. Why is my mouse here? This is probably one of the most hardest things to 100% beat the game. Like, even I haven't done it yet. This is basically, it's kind of like a, what should I explain it? It's a journal that shows you every enemy that you've defeated. Like, new enemies that you've seen before will be recorded into this journal, and it will give you, on the top part of it, it'll show you like the just the movement of it. Like, example, mask fly, a harmless flying creature that favors serene environments, usually travels in flocks. Tells you that. It gives you like some normal information. But once you defeat the number of them, see this, I had to defeat 14 more of them. The hunter, the guy who gave me this journal, this guy right here, he will give you a little bit of his, like, what he thinks of it. Example, since there's only one false knight in the world, he gives you what he thinks of the false knight. I can't talk at all today. Weak creatures love to steal the strength of others. Their lives are brief. See, I can't talk today. Can you tell? Their lives are brief and fearful, and they yearn to have power to dominate those who have dominated them. And that's what. So basically, he likes to add in his own notes after he created a number of them. Where have I been? Okay, this has just been a one-way path. Thank God. I thought that I've been like not following the right path. Oh, sweet. Another thing I like about this game is how, like, at the beginning, you only have two abilities. Or three, I guess. You can jump, you can swing your nail, and you can focus. but slowly and slower and slower, you'll slowly start to gain new abilities that'll help you on your journey. Some of them are even optional to get, because some of them reward you for exploring in this game. And that's what this game rewards you for, exploring. See, there you go. This is the new enemy, and I got a new journal entry. Now, I want to be clear, I can't remember every secret. I will say that. But I am still going to 100% this game. I'll probably later on in the game, I'm going to say, oh, now I remember this. This is when I did that one thing. But another cool thing I think about this game is that the price has never changed. It's always stayed the same price, a $15 game, but constantly, like, they've added 4 different DLC packs. For free. And that kind of just shocks me. Because most games these days have paid DLC. And sometimes that can be understandable. But mostly it's just Nintendo trying to sell you on buying more stuff for that game. That's already $60, by the way. What I think made this game a little bit more, even more important, was that it first only stayed on PC. It was an only PC game, which kind of made it even harder for you to use controllers, by the way, because. But then it started appearing on other platforms, starting with the Nintendo. On the Nintendo Direct, it said Hollow Knight is coming to Switch, and I thought that's amazing. I love this game. And now other people get to experience it with me. Oh wait, this place, I know this place. We'll learn about this place later. It's not important right now. And I think that's when it started to gain its mainstream. When it started going to Switch and a lot of more people were starting to play it. See, this is another thing that requires you to do a nail jump, because, or you can just dash over there, but boink, 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 boink. We don't know, we don't need to go over there that way yet. That's later in the game. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Because now people were like, alright, this game looks cool, I guess, I'll try it. And they see the price tag of the game. Because I think another problem Nintendo has is because all their games are either 60, 40, or like $30, which is way too overpriced to get a bunch of them. So I think Hollow Knight helped with the Switch a lot because it only costs $15. Sometimes even cheaper. Because I've seen it go on sale for $5. And to me, I feel the game creators are way too generous for this. Like at this point, it makes you think, oh, okay, they're probably gonna release some random DLC that costs money for me, so that I have to spend more money on a game. But they don't. They make the game with no strings attached a $15 game. But I think it's about time I should probably stop talking about that because, I gotta really reach a bench. I wanna I haven't found any charms yet. And if I'm gonna be 100%ing beating the game, I have to find every charm. And if you can tell, there are a lot. Buddy. There. Easy peasy. I think one of the things that I like a lot as well is that the game is that one of these games, like this indie game, all the enemies are original in each world. I think I require. Yeah, I think I need the dash. Yeah, I do. Okay. Well, we'll come back to this later. This part's important. But most of the enemies in each world are original to their design. You have the Forgotten Crossroads, which is just like some random little crawly bugs. They're all bug related, kind of. Like this thing right here. Looks like a bush, but when you kill it, you can see it's bug interior. Everything is bug. And this can create really cool ideas, because when we usually see bugs, we think, oh, that's gross, or oh, it's so tiny and cute. Depends on your preference. But if bugs are kind of medium-sized, you can make them cute or creepy at the same time. We'll probably get to that later, because there's a place that definitely builds up on what I just said. Because these guys look at this guy. Your main character. Doesn't he kind of look like a little cute little bug? Doesn't it look like that? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Where am I even going at this point? I've just been traveling across the world. I missed a bench? Nah. I ain't about to miss a bench. What was that? Thought I saw something. Hold on. I think I got a dash over there. But they're different. It's not all of them are like every world. Do not feel like the same thing. Because how do I explain it? Hold on. I can't. How do I explain this? I can't figure it out. Maybe it's because I'm not like an artist and I don't really know how to explain that kind of stuff. But it's not as if like every world has the same kind of concept. Like they've all got platforms, but in this one it does actually feel like it was a kingdom that was overgrown. Like a part of a kingdom that originally was supposed to be all nice and green and everybody lived there and everyone was happy. But now you can see how it feels abandoned, as you can tell from the bricks across the place and the little old stone structures that you can see. This place used to be filled, used to be populated by a lot of people, by a lot of things, by a lot of bugs. But now it feels abandoned, overgrown. It wasn't treated, and now it's gotten bigger than anything else. And the amount of spacing that is in here, like, it's not like super wide spaced. Makes you feel like you're even more condensed in like a small area because there's so much stuff that's grown. Why could I not make that jump earlier? I just like this game. Let me enjoy this game, alright? I also just want to beat it and steal some. Another cool thing is that in one of the Steam achievements, it encourages you to speedrun the game, like finish the game in like 2 hours. And I think you can do that. If you just go, since you beat the game the first time, you think, yeah, I can speedrun this. That's cool. Oh yeah, this guy. Also mini bosses. That's cool too. This guy you can just juggle on. But sometimes you're gonna miss. I think this is actually where my first Steel Soul mode that I've tried to play through failed. Because I got a little too cocky. And as I said in the first episode, don't get cocky. Because it's just gonna be the worst decision you made in your life. Or at least in this game. Why did I say life? As you can kind of tell from after like the first video, this is the second video, I kind of noticed when I watched that video that my voice is kind of a little monotone. If you ask me, that felt a little weird because I felt like I was maybe I was affected with like the main menu of the game. Main menu of the game made you feel like so solemn and like a destiny or poem or something. You get what I'm saying, I hope. Do I really want to save this guy? I don't like him. Meh. I'll do it for 100%. Excuse me. This game has been out for like 3 years, and it's still like a really good game. It kind of shocks me, because some games, when they last too long, a lot of people look away from it because that's kind of it. Anyways, welcome to the guy who never respects you. Like, you're gonna be saving him a lot to 100% this game, but every time you save him, he doesn't say thank you. No, he just thinks, he doesn't think highly of you. He doesn't thank you, and it's just so frustrating. But later, you'll get to have the most satisfying end with him. Trust me. Where am I? Ow. What's cool is they can also do like a sword block. Oh, that's a... That's not fair. There we go. juggle on him, baby. Yeah, this is the part where I died, because I wanted to get all this money, and I failed. Miserably. Pretty sure there's a grub over here. Yeah, here we go. There we go, see? Hello. You're free. This place we'll come back to later in the game, because there's still some secrets that are kind of left hidden. Oh, was there? Okay, here we go. This is where I was trying to look for, because I kind of want to get some new stuff. So I gotta get back to the surface. Actually, in my hand, I wanted to get something that costs a lot of money, so first I want to get it cost me 950, like 950 gold. I mean money, whatever you want to call it, geo. That's what it's called, but I like saying gold. Hang on one second. Okay, I've got a little bit more time, and then I'm gonna have to end the video soon. I'm not ending the video without having to finish this place. These guys are the worst, though. Like, you never expect them to come. Like, this is the most... They're, like, so annoying because you think you're safe. And then you're, like, walking through this nice little narrow path. You see some geo, like, oh, cool. And then they just appear out of nowhere. Like, oh, thanks. I'm so happy that you told me that there was danger here and bit me. At first I thought you couldn't kill them. Back when I first played the game. Once I found that I could, I was like, oh, yes. And they drop a lot of money, too. See, look at that. You wouldn't have even known. Like, sometimes you can tell with these little, like, sharp little, like, not as detailed little spiky things. But sometimes they're behind the shadows. You can't even tell. And that could ruin, like, if little Timmy was playing this game and didn't expect it to come, or like, for that to come around with, like, and he had like 1 health left, he would have died to that, probably getting his first game over. Ah, yes, you're back. Good. Ow. I'm missing 1 coin. Isn't that nice? Annoying. There we go. I will say, there are flaws in the game. They're just really small flaws. If I were to recommend the age group for this game, I'd say like maybe like 11 to like 30. Reason I put it to like 11 is because this game, it is a little challenging. It's not so easy that like every little kid can play it. So I want to say that because I feel like that's an important thing for age groups. But other than that, once you play this game, you'll probably like it if you like Metroidvanias. We're about to reach the end. Well, not the end of the video, well, probably soon. Not yet, though. I think I'd buy these things because they're important later. They're important later. I'll get those later. I want to get this though first, because there's something very important that I want to get. Because I'm gonna be getting a lot of rancid eggs. You saw me buy one in the last episode. Because in normal mode, there's a little area back here where when you die, I should probably say this. When you die, you like leave a little shade behind, which has all your money, and if you die while that shade is still around and alive, then you will lose all that money. And when you come in here, if you don't want to risk that, you can just come in here, give this guy a rancid egg. It's not this guy, but a different guy in normal mode. If you give him a rancid egg, he will like summon the shade here for you to kill it, and then you get your money back. This guy instead, yeah, is Jin. Instead of getting, since you can't really die in this game and get your coin back, because you know, you lose. If you give him rancid egg, he'll give you money for it. See, there we go. I now gained like a lot of my money back, and that's really helpful because before in the normal mode, like it was helpful because you usually died a lot because you wouldn't have to be as careful. But in this one, once you gain those rancid eggs, you can just sell them immediately.
Bapanada.
I think this is the second thing that I want to stag with him. I got this. It's important for later. As you can see, it has the same shape of my hearts, my lives, I guess you could say. Once I collect 4 of them, it's kind of like a heart. It's kind of like a heart piece in like Legend of Zelda. You get a single piece of it, and then when you collect 3 more, you unlock a full. You unlock another like piece of life. We're gonna fight. All right, we're gonna fight the boss, and then we're gonna probably. Oh wait, this is for Crossroads. I thought this was the. What is it? What was the place that I went to? The Greenpath. Yeah, I thought this was Greenpath. I want to say, since I'm starting YouTube, I'd like for people who don't like my videos. Can you please tell me why you don't like my videos? Because if you don't like the videos and then you say I don't like it, give me a reason why you don't like the video. Because then I'll be able to improve and give it to your liking. Obviously, I'm not going to change my entire YouTube channel, but just give me some tips. And good, like YouTubers or other people who watch my videos and think it was okay, but you think I could do better. Please tell me in the comments, because I want to get better at this. I want people to like my videos. I want to enjoy doing this. Stalking you? Excuse me. I'd like to say you've been stalking me. I mean, you're kind of correct. Here we go. This fight is probably one of the most popular fights in this game, because it's kind of like your first fight against like an actual person who you talk to. This is part I think where a lot of people started to give up, because this is a hard map for like a person who first played the game. Ah, I messed that up. Okay. Ah, I can't believe I fell for that one. Woo, that was close. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh. There we go. Got him. Easy. Bye-bye. This is probably one of the most important abilities. Ah, the dash cloak. I can finally dash forward. Oh, I forgot about this scene. When you first see this, you think, "Oh, these guys don't like me. They want to kill me." Later, they're asking for your help. Spoilers, I guess. Hold on. For anybody who's just watching this and wondering where to get some charms. One second. What? No, that's not fair. You were just watching. Later in the game, you unlock a little thing called like a crystal dash, where basically you can like dash forward in like a long line. And on the opposite side, there will be like a guy who gives you a charm. And the charm basically allows you to like focus and move. You can like move and focus at the same time, which can be very useful when you need to like heal up. Yeah, that's gonna leave it for this episode. If you liked it, please like and subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next week. Goodbye.